without field experience, we will not look at it. And then another skill that often missed is the project management competence. So we're looking for people with such competencies, people able to write proposals.
What I recommend to you is to take practice. Take working practice, non-paid working practice. Don't be too picky. To be honest, and this is the first time I say it in public, when I left university I was completely analphabet as far as finance is concerned. You don't need any specific knowledge. You need a set of soft skills. If you want to do microfinance, you need to be a team player. It's not about individualistic approach. It's not about ambition. It's not about being the manager of the world. It's not about some superstar, some big brain person. A similar job that you do as a nurse in a hospital. This is one of the most important values.
In Serbia, the mostly PhD don't speak English. So if I need the right guy for that job to be exported, to work with other countries, they need to speak languages. A few years ago, the company Scots from USA tried to find one person in Serbia or Croatia or Bosnia to be a regular manager for Scots. It's a fertilizer company, big salary, car. I didn't find any one of agronomists with knowledge of English language. It's very important to know the mentality of the producers. And also, nobody of you can be only agronomists. You must be agroeconomists.
As far as I'm concerned, I will advise you, if you feel like having, like working in the field and not in the research sector, just don't delay your entry on the job market. Go to the field directly as soon as the opportunity is given to you. Try to go out your comfort zone whenever you are given the opportunity to do so. So I think the mix of field experience but also management, so there's no bad jobs, there are no bad tasks. Everything you will be given the opportunity to experience will be given a value in your CV one day or the other. So just be open. And also be very flexible on the thematics. Consider your graduation not as an achievement, but as a starting point for your professional life. But something very important when you're seeking for a job, it's also to know what you don't want to do. And always do what you like. It's something you have to think from the very beginning. It's not because when there's a time to make a choice, consider making a choice also about yourself. Take time to build a family, because young ladies, if you have an approach, only a rational, professional approach, it won't never be time for you to have kids. Also, believe in luck. It's a question of being in the good place in the good moment. You really have to believe that you can be the one that will be elected when you are going to an interview. Is the self-confidence. So be self-confident. It's what is not taught anywhere, but what is very important for everybody.
Internships are supposed to be done during the education, like during studies, and then jobs are already asking for experience. So what can you have in between?
You know, many people do not even put it on CV, and I hear those arguments quite often. Oh, actually, I forgot to put this on my CV, but I do this and that. So just basically consider whatever you do in your free time. You actually might be very passionate and very, very skillful. That it's, you know, it makes part of who you are and it makes part of your experience. So it doesn't have to be just something you do professionally, but something you really enjoy.
In each organization, in each country, there's different kind of contracts to go on the field. You have bigger responsibilities, you have great experiences. It's much more easier to be a project manager on the field than project manager in your country. So go on the field with whatever kind of contract.
I can tell you that something must be changed in the reading the CVs. Something you can copy paste something like that to be something different. Everybody are communicative. Everybody are young and want to learn or something like that. There must be something special, you know.
I'm wondering how you consider, or I guess how you weight, especially for entry-level positions, maybe our first, second, third year of work, how you weight the name or the prestige of the university where we studied, or the topic of our thesis, or the marks we get. I'm wondering if you have any comments on how that factors into your hiring decisions.
Education is very important, but it's just one of the aspects we're looking into. Again, I am not considering people for very technical positions. In my case, it's rather managerial. So I'm looking into many aspects and take this answer as being regionally limited, that this is something that it's being linked to the Central European educational system. It might be very different in the United States. I mean, what we are really looking into is a sort of uniqueness, something original, how you are actually trying to sell yourself, about your motivation.
There are a lot of different systems of references. So a very good university in the US can be completely unknown in another reference system.
Ambitious people who leave universities convinced that they are Superman because they have a super university are a phenomenon that I personally hate.
What makes a good professional? It's a happy professional.